right, a beautiful morning to you and yours, wherever it is that you are listening to this dial from. This beautiful morning, 31st day in the month of October. I like how, we started the month together and it was you and I, and now the month is wrapping up 31st and it is you and I again. It's a great day to be alive, like I always do say. And October has wrapped up, carried its kaya and about to step out. And we are here and we are in one piece. So we are grateful and thankful to God for that. All right, so it is 8:01 from the studios of Melody 100.7 FM. My name is Bolabad and this is Melody Sunrise on Melody. I'll be here from now till 9:55 in the studios, and per usual we'll have quite a lot to do together. First, I will check out the motivation quote for today, and also we will check out the weather forecast for today. Okay, and once we're done with that, by 8:10 we'll go through the front pages of various Nigerian dailies this morning, check out the major headlines making the round, and once it is 8:30, the sports crew will be in the studios to take us through the exciting world of sports this very morning. And once it is 8:50, I'll be back in the studios 9 a.m. we go straight into the People's Assembly. There's this particular interesting conversation that we're going to be having inside of the People's Assembly this morning, and we'll do that for about 40 minutes. And 9:45, Melody Surprise will be eating your airwaves, where I get to celebrate someone on your behalf and with you as well. All right, so we'll do that for 10 minutes, and by 9:55 we'll wrap up the show and call it a day. All right, so without wasting time, let us check out the weather forecast for today. Right now is about 24 degrees Celsius outside, and the temperature will keep rising to peak at 31 degrees Celsius much later in the afternoon today, before it starts dropping to about 24 degrees Celsius today. Chance of rain falling today is about 40%, which is below average. It could and it could not. So fingers crossed right there. Because something really amazing happened yesterday. It was raining around Gate, and someone had left Bashar and then called me and said, "Oh, hope you got in before the rain started." I was like, "It's not raining, yo. It's not raining here." It says it was raining around Gate and everything. So yeah, all of these things are like, when I say it is scattered, it means some parts might experience rainfall while others might not. Okay, and you might experience drizzle while other parts of the town or city could be experiencing rain. Right, so let's move on from that and just head to the motivation quote for today. Still talking about water. It says, "You're not a drop in the ocean, you are the ocean in a drop." I'll take that again. The quote says, "You are not a drop in the ocean, you are the ocean in a drop." This phrase is often attributed to Rumi. It actually means that each individual contains the essence of the entire universe, rather than being separate or an insignificant part of it, right? So it suggests that you're not just a small isolated entity, but you are a complete and interconnected whole containing the same principles that make up everything around you. So now let's break down this quote for a bit. So one part is oneness with the what's called the universe. Now the quote emphasizes that the interconnected of all things, suggesting we are all connected to a larger universal consciousness, or a oneness, so to say. Another part of the quote is potential and power. So instead of feeling small and powerless like a drop in the tiny drop in the ocean, the quote actually reframes your identity to be as vast and powerful as the ocean in a drop. Another part of the quote says reduced isolation. So by internalizing this idea, one can actually overcome the feeling of isolation and cultivate a sense of belonging and empathy for the rest of the world. The last part of the quote that I'll be taking is inner reflection. Now, this is an invitation to look inward and realize that what exists in the universe is also present in you. You're not as powerless or as insignificant as you think. So if we could say that if the entire mosquitoes in the universe actually go extinct, it is going to affect the ecosystem, how much more you I don't know if you understand or if that is sitting well with you. How much more you? So you're not as insignificant as the thoughts in your head is making you to believe. Do not forget the quote says, you are not a drop in the ocean. You are the ocean in a drop. I hope you understand that. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the ocean in a drop. So everything that you think you want to be, you are already it. And you should just embrace it. Okay? So I'm heading back to the music. And don't forget that once it is 8:10, we'll go through the front pages of various Nigerian dailies this very morning. But in the meantime, this one is Asha doing Ocean. Stick around and keep it locked. Don't go anywhere.
For this, I know you're too big for this. Tell me where you wanna be. I know where you wanna be. Hope it's not too good for you. I hope I'm not too much for you. I know where I wanna be. Why wouldn't you just let me in? Maybe I move too fast before we go too far. Maybe we take it slow. Don't wanna make you sad. Don't wanna make you mad. I'll never hit below. For you are the ocean. You are the ocean. Boy, you are the ocean. You are the ocean.
Melody 100.7 FM. Stay cool with Melody.
Baby, you came in the right time. Sitting on me, drinking white wine. Taking me places I ain't been before. You make me feel like that. I did not know what it feels like. Taking my mind on a wild ride. I'm in for a lifetime for sure. You make me feel like that. You got control of me. When I go deep in your water, don't need apology. No, you can do what you want to. Yeah, we're the life of the party, and you can tell that there's no doubt the way I feel about you now. Say whoa, anytime, any place, I'll be there for you, babe, you know. And if you need some space, I'll give it to you like my soul. I love how you taste, all your curves and taking me places I ain't been before. You make me feel like that. I did not know what it feels like. Sick in my mind, don't know where I'm at. I'm in for a lifetime for sure. You make me feel like that.
Like your banjo, give me dance so. Love you in 1,000 ways. Now you be the party Kamajo, give me dance so. I know go use you play. Give me love and affection. You want it more fair, you want it more fair, gone. And if I lose you, I lose a piece of me. I will never let you go. Say whoa, anytime, any place, I'll be there for you, baby. You know. And if you need some space, I'll give it to you like my soul. I love how you taste, all your curves and shades and all of you. Baby, you came in the right time. Sitting on me, drinking white wine. Taking me places I ain't been before. You make me feel like that. I did not know what it feels like. Taking my mind, don't know where I'm at. I'm in for a lifetime for sure. You make me feel like that.
A7 as David Guetta and Wizkid on that one with the song Lighter. And this is Melody Sunrise on Melody 100.7 FM. My name is Bolabad and it is time to go through the front pages of various Nigerian dailies. Time is 8:13 from the studios. And we are going to do just that. Per usual, I have the Vanguard newspaper with me. I have Nigerian Tribune, I have the Guardian, and also the Punch newspaper with me this very morning. All right, so we'll begin with the front page of Vanguard newspaper this morning with the first headline reading: Oando records 164% rise in profit in 210 billion. In profit, 210 billion naira in 9 months. And that story can be found on page 19 of Vanguard newspaper this morning. To another headline, NDDC, that is the kicker. Buku's vision reflects in Niger Delta, says Ayiri Imami. And that story is on page 12 of the Vanguard newspaper this very morning. To another headline, the story says a history as okay. So this one says Soludo's promise to APGA members are meant to fight voter apathy, and that is a statement credited to a state government of Anambra State. As the kick of the story reads, Anambra Showdown 2025. And that story is on page 14 of Vanguard newspaper this very morning. Now to the biggest headline on the front page: insecurity. That is the kicker of the headline, and the major headline says, give us results, not excuses. Tinubu tells service chiefs, and that story has two writers attached to it. It says, orders them to smash armed groups in north central, northwest, add security threats constantly evolving. And the second writer says, service chiefs assume office, vow to end insecurity. And the story is on page 5 of Vanguard newspaper this morning. And in relation to that story, major shake-up in army. And that story is on page 37 of Vanguard newspaper this very morning. Now moving on to another headline on the front page, 2025, and that is the kick of the story. Federal government earns 28.331 trillion naira in 9 months, shares 16.446 trillion naira. And that story has a handful of riders attached to it. First one says, spends 10.443 trillion naira, 446 trillion naira on transfers, refunds, others. The second rider says collects 5.656 trillion naira as allocation. States get 6.749 trillion naira. Local government gets 4.04 trillion naira. And another rider, the final one, says revenue collection gaps 1.052 trillion naira. And that story is on page 8 of Vanguard newspaper this very morning. To another headline, federal government operators differ on states' capacity to regulate electricity market. And that story is on page 19 of Vanguard newspaper this morning. To another headline, defection, that is the kicker. Stop plot to impeach me, Bayelsa deputy governor begs court. And that story is on page 12 of Vanguard newspaper this morning. And finally, checking the sports segment of the front page says NFF says Shell remains Super Eagles coach, World Cup or not. Story has a writer attached to it, says he has a 2-year contract, says Gusso. And that story can be found on sports page 30 of the Vanguard newspaper this very morning. Now moving on to the Punch newspaper this morning. Checking out the first headline, says EFCC NFIU launch crackdown on alleged coup funders. And the story has a rider attached to it. Army reshuffles top ranks, redeploy 67 generals, detain officers' names uncovered. And that story, very serious one right there. Pages 2 and 7 of the Punch newspaper this morning. To another headline, United States Defense showing cause visa revocation. And that story is on page 3 of the Punch newspaper this morning. Now to the biggest headline, petrol soars above 1,000 naira per litre as Tinubu okays 15% import tariff. The story has a writer attached to it, says federal government move to protect Dangote, local refineries from cheap imports, fuel importers face margin. And that's the reason page 2 of the Punch newspaper this very morning. So another headline, Bayelsa deputy governor sues assembly over impeachment plot. And that's the reason page 7 of the Punch newspaper this very morning. And records a 164% surge in profit after tax. And that story is on page 19 of the Punch newspaper this morning. Party registration, that is the kicker of this next headline. INEC disqualifies 6 political groups. And that's the reason page 8 of the Punch newspaper this morning. 4 others die in Lagos-Ibadan expressway crash. A sad one right there on pages 4 and 5 of the Punch newspaper this very morning. Over 30 states rely on federal allocation, says report, and that story can be found on page 21 of the Punch newspaper this morning. Now moving on to the Guardian newspaper this very morning, and the story says, the first headline reads, Nigerians expect results, not excuses, Tinubu tells service chiefs, and that story is on page 3 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. Nigeria shouldn't be among hunger-stricken countries, says Obi. That story is on page 3 of the Guardian newspaper as well this morning. CBN, that story, that is the kicker of the story. Banks can downgrade licenses if unable to meet recapitalization threshold. And that story is on page 19 of the Guardian newspaper this very morning. Now moving on to another headline, the major one on the front page of the Guardian newspaper, justice on trial as courts battle neglect infrastructure deficit. And that story can be found on a big story pages 4 and 5 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. JAM probes 10 staffers over corrupt practices, and that story is on page 7 of the Guardian newspaper this very morning. Now moving on to another headline, petrol may hit 1,163 naira per litre as federal government targets 4.8 trillion naira yearly from fresh tariffs. And that's the reason page 6 of the Guardian newspaper this very morning. APC gains upper hand in House as defections reshape power balance. And that story is on page 6 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. Federal government unveils national cash voucher policy to strengthen humanitarian response. And that story is on page 30 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. Anambra Guba polls, that is the kick of this headline. EU partners call for ban on non-statutory security groups, and that story is on page 29 of the Guardian newspaper this very morning. Now, moving on from that to another headline. 8 of 14 new parties scale documentation hurdle, says INEC. Okay, so that story can be found on page 7 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. Now, moving on from that newspaper to Nigerian Tribune this very morning, and this one, the first headline I'll be taking says ADA, ASP, 6 other associations for next stage of party registration. And that story is on page 5 of Nigerian Tribune this morning. Expert warned of tougher times as federal government approves 15% import duty on petrol and diesel. And that story is on page 11 of Nigerian Tribune this morning as well. To the biggest headline, Southwest leaders want Tinubu to prioritize regional integration. And that story has two writers. Zaturi says lament deplorable state of federal roads in region. The second writer reads, push for Yoruba unity, good governance. And that story is on page 4 of Nigerian Tribune this very morning. Adeleke cries unjust attitude of federal government towards federating state. The writer says I am too popular to be afraid. And the story is on page 4 of Nigerian Tribune this morning. 6 dead, 2 trapped in multiple accident on Kara Bridge. That story has a writer attached to it. Says another 5 die in Ondo crash. And that story can be found on page, or those stories rather, can be found on page 31 of Nigerian Tribune this morning. SEC partners CBN, EFCC to track freeze illicit digital wallets. And that story is on page 12 of Nigerian Tribune this very morning. To another headline, and this one is on health, says how to prevent stomach cancer. And that story is on page 3, and that report is according to medical reports as well. You can find it on page 3 of Nigerian Tribune this morning, and this is saying Tinubu to service chiefs, that is the kicker, Nigerians expect results, not excuses. And that story has a writer attached to it. Says major shakeup as army redeploys, appoint top officers. And that story can be found on pages 30 and page 3 of Nigerian Tribune this morning. Now, the final one I'll be taking on the front page of Nigerian Tribune this morning says Borno begins export of plastic materials to improve IGR. And that story is on page 12 of Nigerian Tribune this morning, and that is as far as we can go checking out the front pages of various Nigerian dailies this beautiful morning. It is 8:24 a.m. from the studios, and do not forget by 8:30 the sports crew will be in the studios to take us through the exciting world of sports. But in the meantime, this one is Wonder Banton, No Wahala featuring Kiss Daniel and Tiwa Savage. Stick around.
Original problem in all the finish. Just to look, make it try to enjoy. Bahala in all the finish. Make it try to enjoy. Se kata kata uru not the finish. Make it try to enjoy. Problem in all the finish. Make it try to enjoy. We could dance like Luala. Yeah, Luala. We could dance like Luala. Yeah, Luala.
Person keep person. My Allah does see finish. That person. Problem, you know they last forever. Make you try to enjoy. I walk up from Pelham Mujet to Apollo Meta just to find a mentor. Now who thought they hear what more? Now who watch them get God?
me for fun, say my person. Don't give it passive. I let my code. How will they consign me? I don't know. Problem in on the finish, yo. It's your Savannah, you be the best friend, you don't know.
Problem in on the finish. We can try to enjoy. Wahala in on the finish, yo. We can try to enjoy. Sekata uru not the finish, we can try to enjoy. Problem in the finish, oh na. We can try to enjoy. We dance like Luala, yeah, Luala. 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 Problem in the finish, oh. Problem, wahala in the finish, oh. Dance like Luala.
Melody FM 100.7.
Nothing when my eye no see. We've been making love in the 6. Tell me how you be, baby, don't be that kind thing. Sipping only on the finest things. Someone's ever loving you. So tell me how you be, you know, so not be that kind thing, that kind thing. You are my beat. Now you won't see. You are my beat. Baby, that make my heart beat.
Fiesta Forever of the South Giddy EP by DJ Maparisa and DJ Tunes. That was DJ Maparisa featuring DJ Tunes, Wizkid, Zaba and Ze, and also MC Gaba on that one. The title of the song is Fiesta Forever. It is 8:31 a.m. from the studios. This is Melody Sunrise on Melody 100.7 FM. My name is Bolabad, and it is time to talk sports. There is Akim Bobola in the studios. Call him Sport Bam Bam. So we're going to be discussing briefly before I step aside and let him do his thing. Good morning.
Good morning,
Bobo.
Bolabad.
How's it going?
Very fine. It's nice to be here. By the way, nice outfits.
Nice outfit for you too. How's it going though?
Very fine, very fine. It's nice to be on the program today. And yes, for club football, it's back again because we had like more of EFL games and more like cup games. But now the Premier League games is back again. So we're going to be seeing matches like the Premier League and a couple of other games. Yes, but on the Nigerian scene, yes, we have the fact that the Super Eagles, they would resume camp on November 10. That should be next week, Sunday, for the playoffs. And you will recall that Nigeria, they qualified to the World Cup qualifiers playoff, where they will be facing the likes of Gabon and a couple of other teams there. So the coach has said that the Super Eagles will resume action to the camp on Sunday, that's November 10. And a couple of players, according to the coach, will miss the game. The ones that really shocked me is the likes of Chukwueze, Terry Murphy, Felix Ago. These are, good guys when it comes to playing with the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
So,
but
was any reason given for...
Yeah, injuries.
Oh, okay.
Injuries. So it's understandable.
Okay.
So there would be miss. And for me, I think... as a football lover, as a fan, I would miss Chukwueze in particular because he was very, very good in the last game. He gave 2 assists to Victor James Osimhen, where he scored a fantastic hat-trick right there. And yes, a couple of other stories like Lukman is looking like Lukman might join Galatasaray at this point in time. And Osimhen 2023 CAF Best Player of the Year, Lukman 2024 CAF Best Player. So probably we're going to be seeing both of them.
They're trying to sheep our best players. No, is that their plan? But if they love you, they love you.
Definitely.
I think that is one thing I've always advocated for. If your employer loves you, then there is nothing else that matters anymore.
Exactly.
Your best would be at the forefront of their decision making and everything. So I saw that Osimhen actually brought his nephew on the beach. It was really beautiful to see, during the week.
I so love that.
I see, guy. So if it is going to be all love with good money, why not if not?
Exactly.
Anyway, this and more will be coming your way between now and 9 a.m. where Sports Bam Bam will be taking you through the exciting world of sport, like holding your hands literally and telling you what is what. I'm stepping aside now to return to the studios by 9 a.m. It is time to talk sports. Welcome.
From deep and out. That's a smashing ball. It's Martins. Josie Yobo, good ball. And it's just out to the bow. Single Odesi. What a wonderful finish. That is the most embarrassing own goal. Oh, what a goal. And something out of nothing. He struck it sweetly. And does he ever score ordinary goals? They're all copybook stuff.
All right, top of the morning to you from wherever you're listening. This is Melody 100.7 FM. On these segments and Melody Sunrise is where we serve you the best of sporting stories, making the rounds in the world of sport. Right, today is a lot to talk about. I will be talking about the Super Eagles of Nigeria and also Nigerian players abroad, Lukman and Tolu Arukodare. A couple of other players are in the news today. And yes, I'm going to give you updates as regards our basketball stories right there. For Rena Wakama, she has joined the side in the USA, Eves FC. I will talk about all of these today on the program. Welcome aboard once again. I'm Akimbo Bola Egufemi. All right, starting from the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Yes, the Super Eagles camp for the 2026 World Cup African playoffs in Morocco will open on Sunday, November 10 in Rabat. The Nigerian Football Federation has confirmed, yes, Nigeria, Gabon, DR Congo, and Cameroon will vie for the sole ticket in Africa on November 13 and 16, and the winner will qualify for the Intercontinental Playoffs in Mexico by March 2026. The Super Eagles have been drawn against Gabon in the playoffs. The winner of the tie will face the winner of the other playoff semi-final between Cameroon and DR Congo in the final. And according to the Confederation of African Football, that's CAF, yes, the two semi-finals will be played on Thursday, November 13, while the final will be played at the Prince Moulay Alassane Sport Complex on Sunday, November 16. And yes, the Super Eagles will square up with the Panthers of Gabon at either the 18,000 capacity El Badrid Stadium or the 22,000 capacity Prince Moulay Alassane Sport Complex, both in Rabat. The NFF added that the CAF has announced that a draw will be conducted in Thursday today to determine which of the semi-final matches will be played in either stadium. And ahead of the playoffs, NFL President Ibrahim Gozo is confident that the Super Eagles will battle ready. And yes, the camp will open in Rabat, Morocco on Sunday, November 19. And according to the NFF president, Ibrahim Gozo, he said, we are speaking to the players already and everyone is on the same page. Every preparation needed to see the team soar to victory will be made. And I believe the players are additionally motivated by their keen desire of every professional player to feature at the FIFA World Cup finals. That's the NFF president speaking ahead of the Intercontinental Playoffs for Africa. Yes, and Nigeria will battle the likes of DR Congo and the other teams like Cameroon, DR Congo, and Gabon. Yes, to be precise. But first of all, the Super Eagles will play Gabon. If eventually they qualify, they will play either Cameroon or DR Congo in the finals. Yes, still talking about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Yes, the head coach Eric Sekushel has confirmed that 5 players will miss Nigeria's crucial 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifying playoff in Morocco. And yes, while Samuel Chukwueze remains a major doubt due to injury right there. And yes, Nigeria will face Gabon on November 13 in their opening fixture of the playoff mini tournament. The winner will meet either Cameroon or DR Congo in the final, with the eventual champion advancing to the Intercontinental Playoffs in March 2026, where 2 World Cup tickets will be decided. Now, speaking from France, Eric Sekushel disclosed that Tere Murphy, Felix Agu, Ola Aino, Cyril Desses, and Fisayo Dele Bashiru have all been ruled out due to various fitness concerns. And yes, the absence of several established names presents a significant challenge for the Super Eagles technical team, particularly in the attack and defense. Murphy and Dessers' unavailability could force tactical reshuffles in the forward line, while Aino's injury leaves a void in the back line. Now, despite the setback, Eric Sekushel explained confidence in the squad depth and resilience, insisting that the team remain focused on qualification. Emerging talents and fringe players are expected to get opportunities as Nigeria seeks to maintain its push forward, securing a spot in the 2026 World Cup right there. All right, leaving the Super Eagles of Nigeria and torching Nigerian players abroad, Ademola Lookman has presented his salary demands to Turkish giant Galatasaray, asking for a double its current wage as the club renews its transfer interest in the Nigerian winger. The 28-year-old Atalanta forward, who currently earns £4.6 million, failed to secure a move away this summer, but is believed to maintain his desire to leave Italy, and for Galatasaray-led manager Okan Buruk has re-established contact with Lookman's representatives after an unsuccessful attempt to sign him previously. Now, according to reports, Lookman discussed a potential transfer with Super Eagles teammate Victor James Osimhen before informing the club of his demands. Now, the Turkish side is now formulating a formal offer to test Atalanta's resolve for the Nigerian international, who remains a top target for Buruk, and Osimhen is reportedly pushing for his club to sign the Nigerian teammate from Atalanta, according to reports we are getting right there. And yes, should Galatasaray sign Ademola Lookman, as well as having Victor James Osimhen in their book, we're probably going to see the CAF player 2023 and 2024 in the books of Galatasaray. And I'm certain Ademola Lookman will be excited to join Galatasaray, because right now for Galatasaray is result oriented. You see them play back-to-back games and win it right there. Yes, maybe just because of Victor James Osimhen, because that man has been banging in goals for Galatasaray right there. Yeah, still talking about Nigerian players abroad. Wolverhampton Wanderers manager Vitor Pereira believes Nigerian forward Tolu Arokodare is rising to the occasion for the club thanks to his improved training time and integration with the rest of the squad. For Arokodare, he scored the second goal for the club during the 4-3 Carabao Cup defeat to Chelsea at the Leagues on Wednesday night. It was the Nigerian's third start since joining the club in the summer, and he grabbed the chance to score a second goal in the competition in as many more games. After trailing 3-0 at halftime, he struck early in the second half to give his host a lifeline in the game that ended 4-3, and the 24-year-old joined Wolves in the summer transfer window after 3.5 years in Belgium with Genk. And after the match, Pereira praised Arokodare for his improved fitness and tactical understanding despite being knocked out of the competition. Now, this was what the coach of Wolves, Hampton Wanderers, has got to say about Tolu Arokodare. He said it's normal because now he has more training with us right there. That's Pereira speaking very nice of Tolu Arokodare, and we got that one at Wolves official webpage right there. Now, still talking about Nigerian players abroad, Serbian giant Red Star Belgrade have officially confirmed the mutual termination of their contract with Super Eagles forward Peter Olayinka. The 29-year-old Nigerian joined Red Star from Czech Republic outfit Slavia Praha in 2023 and went on to score 14 goals in 46 league appearances for the Serbian champions. In a statement released on the club's official website on Thursday, Red Star said a Red Star Football Club informs the public that its mutually terminated cooperation with Peter Olayinka with mutual understanding and appreciation. Well, for the 29-year-old Nigerian star, Peter Olayinka, well, I wish him all the best right there in his career. Leaving Nigerian players abroad, let's jump on to the foreign scene. Juventus have appointed former Napoli manager Luciano Spalletti, who will take charge of the Italian giant starting from this weekend. It will be recalled that Juve parted ways with Ugo Tudo on Monday, with Juventus failing to win any of their last 8 matches under the Croatian, and the club in a statement said we are delighted to welcome a coach with such expertise and experience to the Balcanari family. Welcome to Juventus and good luck, coach. That's Juventus wishing former Napoli manager Luciano Spalletti all the best as he takes charge of the Italian giant starting from this weekend. Still on the foreign scene, former Premier League star Troy Deeney believes Bournemouth sensation Antonio Semenyo has what it takes to reach the very top, even suggesting the Ghanaian forward could one day line up for Real Madrid, and the Watford legend hailed the 25-year-old as one of the Premier League most underrated stars and challenged him to maintain its stunning early season form to fulfill its world-class potential. And for the former Watford striker Dini, he has joined the growing list of admirers praising Bournemouth forward Semenyo, who has been one of the standout performers in the Premier League this season. The Ghana international explosive form has fired his cherish to second place in the table, just 4 points behind leaders Arsenal, as they continue to shine under Anthony Iralia's management. And Semenyo's numbers speak for themselves: 6 goals and 3 assists in his opening 9 league matches, a tally bettered only by Manchester City's Erling Haaland. The 25-year-old pace and precision in the final third have made him one of the league's most dangerous attackers, helping Bournemouth maintain their strong start despite selling over £200 million worth of players in the summer. And yes, honestly speaking, for this man, Semenyo, he's doing really well for Anthony Iraola's management. Scoring goals are all cylinder. But the thing is, can he actually survive in a top side in the Premier League, or maybe even in Real Madrid? And that's one thing, because the pressure is less in clubs like Bournemouth. Fans will continue to support you even if you score 6 goals, even if they are 9th on table. They don't expect you to be at the top. But yes, I understand where Troy Deeney is coming from, because this man has been on fire for Bournemouth as well as Ghana, as they have secured qualification to the World Cup right there. And yes, according to reports we're getting, Harvey Elliott could return to Liverpool due to contract clause inserted in Aston Villa loan deal, despite Unai Emery's side having £3 million option. And for Harvey Elliott, he moved to Aston Villa from Liverpool on loan with an obligation to buy on deadline day. Elliott, who excelled for the England at the under-21 Euros, was forced down the Reds' pecking order following their high-profile signing of Florian Wirtz. However, things haven't quite gone according to plan for the 22-year-old at the Villa Park following his move to the Midlands. For Elliott, he's unable to face his parent club this weekend when Villa make the trip to Liverpool, owing to stipulation in deal that saw the midfielder move to Valence over the summer, even though the 22-year-old was unlikely to have played a part for Unai Emery's side, having struggled for game time since deadline day move. And for Liverpool, yes, I'm wondering why they sold Elliott, because that man was so good for them. It was more or less like a backup to Salah. Well, for Ancelotti, he has his opinion. He knows why he did that. But I think they are still suffering, Liverpool. Maybe if they had kept Harvey Elliott, it would have been a perfect replacement for that man, Mohamed Salah. Still on the foreign scene, yes, a former Tottenham ace retires to become a director and photographer as he reviews a pursuit for happiness away from football. Yes, a former Tottenham Hotspur goalkeeper, Avi Whiteman has officially retired from professional football at 26 to pursue a new career as photography and film director. The lifelong sports player, once seen as a promising academy graduate, has joined the award-winning production company Sumesh, where he plans to channel his creativity in storytelling, photography, and filmmaking. All right, leaving football, the head coach of Nigeria's women national basketball team, the Tigress, Rena Wakama, has been appointed as head coach of Eve B in the All-Rival Basketball League 2025-2026 season. Oravud is an 8-team women's basketball league in the United States, co-founded by the WNBA star Brenna Stewart and Nefisa Collier in 2023 and made its debut in January 2025 with 6 teams. The league announced its head coaching lineup for the second season on its website on Thursday, confirming Wakama's appointment alongside 7 others across the league's 8 clubs. For Wakama, she led the D Tigers to the back-to-back FIBA Women's Afro-Basket titles in 2023 and 2025 and guided the team to a historic quarterfinal berth at the Paris Olympic Games. She will take charge of one of the league's 2 expansion franchises as Oravud will enter its second campaign in January 2026 right there. Later today, we'll talk about all of this extensively. We'll talk about Nigerian players abroad on the cruise show. Right there, 6 p.m. Today on Melody 100.7 FM. Until later today, when I come your way again, I'm Akimbo Bola Egufemi. Good morning.
Alrighty, it's 8:52 a.m. from the studios, and this is still Melody Sunrise on Melody 100.7 FM. Alright, so we are going to be going into the people or entering the People's Assembly once it is 9 a.m. Yes, my name is Bolabad, by the way, just in case you're wondering. We're going into the People's Assembly by 9 a.m. and we're going to be having a particular conversation centered around money and the economy and something that happened. So apparently, some experts, quote and unquote, have actually urged the CBN to issue higher Naira denomination. They're saying the 1,000 Naira that we have as the highest denomination right now, it's not cutting it. We need to have more, like higher ones, like say 10,000 Naira one note, 20,000 Naira one note, and this has actually caused a lot of rancor and a lot of discourse back and forth on social media. So we're going to be talking about it. We're going to break it down, in relation to with everything going on in the country in terms of economy, the fuel price and everything. Is this the next line of action for Nigeria and Nigerians? All right, so we're heading straight to the music, and when it is 9 a.m. inside of the People's Assembly, this would be the conversation. In the meantime, this one is Burna Boy, Don't Let Me Drown. Stick around and keep it locked.
Nights like this, there's something mystical about nights like this. Any concept of time don't matter. Thoughts in my mind, fill my eyes with water. I try to talk to God, and I close my eyes, but I don't see anyone. I still pray for forgiveness every time I sin. So don't leave my faith in the hands of my enemies. Don't let me down. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Don't let me drown. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Don't let me down. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Melody FM 100.7. Stay cool with Melody.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Link is activating. He's about to shut down. I guess ready. Let's go.
They are with the drums. This is beautiful.
I'm on the fast lane. I'm on my way. Zoom, zoom, zoom my way. Do my thing my way. No time for badanaji. Good vibes in my place. I'm activated. I'm activating. No time to shy. Baby, in trouble. Oh, I'm activating. Yeah. 1 million down. Now we pulling up in a bullion van. New boys in town. Now we shutting down. 1 million down. Now we pulling up in a bullion van. Hit boy in town. In town. I got no time to take time. Daddy, where the money take me, I take time. Hold on, show me. Getting the money, I'm getting it. Do my thing, I'm doing it. Activate, Jailo. Only be come was up. Die much you hold up. I'm a logo, lonzo. My lambolo. I'm activating. No time to shy. Baby, eat your I'm activating, yeah. 1 million down. Now we pulling up in a bullion van. New boys in town. Now we shutting down. 1 million down. Now we pulling up in a bullion van. Hit boy in town. In town.
This is a journey into music and sound.
Hey people, this is Aramide.
What's up? My name is J1.
Yo, my name is K-Switch. Senna.
Credibility right here.
Hey yo, this is LKT.
Hey football on yeah. Hi, my name is Niniola.
Hi, Abasa Konde, the Paramount King of Music.
Yeah, one of my people that call me Q-Dot.
It is your favorite boy, Sean Tizu.
It's your boy, Seriki.
And yo, it's your boy, Jide Crystal. And you're listening to Melody 100.7 FM. Don't touch that dial. It's absolute music on 100.
Don't go nowhere because I love you.
Let's go. Just tune to Melody 100.7 FM. Still cool with Melody. From Melody 100.7 FM, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. The time is 9 a.m.
It's a minute past 9 a.m. from the studios of Melody 100.7 FM. We're now live inside of the People's Assembly this beautiful morning. And yeah, we are about to talk about things going on in terms of money in the country and everything in between, so to say. I did hint on what we'll be discussing inside of the People's Assembly this morning earlier, but just in case you didn't quite catch it, or you're just tuning in, or you're listening for the first time, I'd have to break down what the People's Assembly is for you. It's a segment on Melody Sunrise that comes up every weekday from Monday through to Friday on Melody Sunrise for between 9 a.m. and 9:40, where we get to talk about things going on in the country and also things going on in our society. Sometimes we talk politics, sometimes we talk currency, like we're about to talk about today. Sometimes we talk about the economy, and sometimes we talk about oil, whatever it is. And the beauty of it is it's like a parliament setting where, there is the Honorable Speaker of the House, or the Speaker of the House, so to say, which I'll be acting in the capacity of for today. And you, on the other hand, will be the Honorable of the House. So all the same, I'll be bringing a conversation to the House where I get to talk about and break down and open the floor in terms of the studio lines to you, my beloved Honorable, to call in or send messages or drop comments on Facebook. So today, and once you're calling in, you're introducing, in fact, once you're texting or dropping your comment, make sure you address yourself as Honorable. So my name is Honorable this, and your location will be your constituency. So for instance, if I were to call in, I'd say my name is Honorable Bolabad, calling from the Basharon constituency, because that is where Melody 100.7 FM is located. Okay, so basically that's it. You get the idea, right? So now let's look at the conversation for today. It actually says that some experts have actually urged the CBN to issue higher Naira denominations of about 10,000 Naira and 20,000 Naira. Now, an economic review has advised the Central Bank of Nigeria to issue higher denomination Naira notes, such as 10,000 Naira and 20,000 Naira, to restore the currency's portability and ease the rising cost of cash transaction. Now, the report observed that the Naira's persistent depreciation has rendered the 1,000 Naira note valueless in real purchasing terms, right? So it noted that while a 1,000 Naira note was worth about $7 in 2005, it now equals to less than 60 cents, reflecting a 94% loss in value over 2 decades. Now, analysts argued that higher value notes would not worsen inflation, as a lot of people were worried that this would actually, put inflation at its peak, but they're saying it will not worsen inflation as price increases are driven by production and demand factor, not currency denomination. They explain that many countries issue higher value bills to maintain convenience after major currency depreciation, not to trigger inflation. Now, the review then highlighted that everyday transactions, especially in the informal sector, have become cumbersome as traders and rural dwellers must carry large amounts of cash for simple purchases. Now, it also stressed that the cost of printing, moving, and securing existing lower value notes has become excessively high for the Apex Bank. So introducing a 10,000 Naira note or a 20,000 Naira note or undertaking a currency redenomination was described as a practical step to enhance transaction efficiency and also cut operational expenses and align Nigeria's currency system with global standards. Now, the analysts then maintained that this is a proposal. Like, it doesn't mean that printing more money, but simply modernizing the Naira to match the present economic realities and the steep decline in its purchasing power. So, long story short, what they are saying is the value of 1,000 Naira has gone cents anymore to have it as the highest denomination in Nigeria, and also the fact that it is actually making carrying large amounts of money very, very stressful for people, because I mean 1,000 naira note before you count 1 million, you're counting 1,000. It's a lot. You count 1,000 pieces. You now pack it. Everybody will now know that you are carrying money. But if it were a 10,000 naira note, you have just about 100, and then you're good. 100 pieces makes 1 million, and you're good to go. Compared to 1,000 naira notes to 1,000 naira pieces, I think you're getting the point now. And also they're saying that this is a normal thing. It's not going to even affect the inflation, as a lot of countries in the world have actually done this to make sure that their currency value actually matches their economic realities, and which is something that Nigeria and the CBN should be looking at. Now, a lot of people have said they play, but a lot of people are saying that it makes sense if you look at it holistically. Please hold on, don't call me yet. So this morning, I'm going to be asking you, what is your take? Should the CBN actually follow through with this advice from these experts to actually print higher denomination of naira notes? Let's have one note and it is 10,000 naira. Let's have one note and it is 20,000 naira. So that would make it easy for people to make transaction. Let me know what your take is this morning concerning this topic at hand. Call me up or send messages or head to Facebook. The numbers to call or send messages to are 07025 201 007. 07025 201 007 or 07055 071 007. You can also send messages via WhatsApp or via SMS. For WhatsApp, it is 07055 071 007. That is the WhatsApp line. 07055 071 007. But for SMS, that same number, or 07025 201 007. To drop your comment on Facebook, we're live on Facebook at Melody 100.7 FM. That is Melody 100.7 FM on Facebook. You can head to Facebook and drop your comments right there on Facebook at Melody 100.7 FM. Let me know what your take is this morning concerning this issue. Do you think that the CBN should, as a matter of fact, print higher denomination of the naira note? The 1,000 naira does not have value anymore, so let's have 10,000 naira one note or 20,000 naira one note, so that things can be better for the naira, as it has actually been depreciating in value time and time again. 07025 201 007, 07025 201 007, or 07055 071 007, 07055 071 007. Those are the numbers to either call me up on or to send messages to me on. Let me know what your take is this morning concerning this. Let us know what your thoughts are this morning. Do you think that this is something that the CBN should be looking into? Do you think that it is something that we should actually be considering, having a 10,000 naira one note or 20,000 naira in one note? And they're saying that it's going to be better for the economy. What do you think? What do you make of it? Do you think it's might cause inflation, or you think this is a very good idea and it's the right step in the right direction? 07025 201 007 or 07055 071 007, 07025 201 007 or 07055 071 007. Call me up or send messages. Let me know what your take is concerning this situation at hand. Oh, I lost that call. Please do call me back. Please do call me back. 07025 201 007 or 07055 071 007. You can also head to Facebook and drop your comment on Facebook at Melody 100.7 FM. That is Melody 100.7 FM on Facebook. Drop your comments right there. What do you make of the entire situation? Do you think that CBN should definitely print 10,000 naira one note, a higher denomination, so to say, or 20,000 naira in one note, a higher denomination? What do you think? 07025 201 007, 07025 201 007, or 07055 071 007. Those are the numbers to call me up on or to send messages to me on. You can also head to Facebook and drop your comment at Melody 100.7 FM on Facebook. Melody 100.7 FM on Facebook. All right, so this one, okay, you can also text via WhatsApp. The WhatsApp line is 07055 071 007, 07055 071 007, or 07025 201 007. Those that second one you can call or send SMS, but WhatsApp line is 07055 071 007. All right, this one is from King YB. Says issuing a higher denomination currency often leads to several problems. It can fuel inflation by signaling a decline in currency's value and encouraging price increases. It also promotes cash hoarding, reduces money circulation in banks, and make it easier to move large sums for corruption or illegal activities. Additionally, it discourages digital transaction, harms financial transparency, and can create a perception of economic instability. Overall, higher denomination benefits the wealthy more than ordinary citizens and may weaken public confidence in the economy. That is a very detailed message. Let me know what your take is this morning. Do you think it's a good thing for Nigeria to have higher denominations in terms of, our currency? They're saying that 1,000 naira has lost its value according to these experts, and we should have higher denomination like 10,000 naira note or 20,000 naira note. What do you think? Do you think it's a good idea, or you think that, don't do it? 07025 201 007 or 07055 071 007. An economic review has actually advised the Central Bank of Nigeria to issue higher denomination naira notes, such as 10,000 naira notes and 20,000 naira notes, to restore the currency's portability and also ease the rising cost of cash transactions. Now, the report observed that the naira's persistent depreciation has rendered the 1,000 naira notes, which is the highest right now in the country, has rendered it, valueless and, in real purchasing terms. It noted that while a 1,000 naira note was worth $7 in 2007, in 2005 rather, it now equals less than 60 cents, reflecting a 94% loss in value over 2 decades. Now, the analysts then argued that higher value notes would not worsen inflation or lead to economic downfall, as price increases are actually driven by production and not the demand factor. Production and demand factor, not currency denomination. So they explained that many countries issue higher value bills to maintain convenience after major currency depreciation, not to trigger inflation. Now, the review highlighted that everyday transactions, especially in informal setting or informal sector, have become cumbersome, as traders and rural dwellers must carry large amounts of cash for simple purchases. So it also stressed that the cost of printing, moving, and securing existing lower value notes has become excessively high for the Apex Bank. So introducing a 10,000 naira note or 20,000 naira note or undertaking a currency redenomination was described as a practical step to enhance transaction efficiency and cut operational expenses, and also align Nigeria's currency system with global standards. So the analysts maintained that this proposal does not mean printing more money, but simply modernizing the naira to match the present economic realities and the steep decline in its purchasing power. So that is what they're saying. It is not going to make the economy bad. We just need something more that would actually show that, Naira still has, purchasing power, so to say, because our largest or highest denomination right now is equals to less than 60 cents, which is less than $1, actually. So the reality of the economy right now, the reality of the value of Naira is that it is not there. While a lot of people are saying that, why not work on the economy and leave the denominations alone? These experts are saying that, this would actually make the Naira, even the portability, which is having to move money easily or move notes easily. If we have a million, I already gave an example of right now we have the 1,000 Naira as our highest denomination. If you're going to move what's the code now? If you're going to move a million Naira, you need 1,000 pieces. But if we have 10,000 Naira note, one single note, 10,000 Naira, you'll be able to move it easily. All you need is 100 pieces and you're good. You're good, and you have a million Naira. And when you're looking at tens of millions, it's going to be easy to move around money. What do you make of this? Do you think this is the right step in the right direction? Or you think that let's work on our economy first before we then start looking at the denominations or the currencies? 07025 201 007, 07025 201 007, or 07055 071 007, 07055 071 007, or 07025 201 007. Call me up or send messages. Let me know what your take is concerning this particular conversation. You can text me, or you can call in, or you can just head to Facebook and drop your comments on Facebook. It is at Melody 100.7 FM on Facebook. That is Melody 100.7 FM on Facebook. We are looking at some experts advising the CBN to actually have a larger denomination or higher denomination, as the 1,000 Naira note is actually not cutting it anymore as our highest denomination in Nigeria. 07025 201 007, 07025 201 007, or 07055 071 007. Call me up or send messages. You can also send messages via WhatsApp. The WhatsApp line is 07055 071 007, 07055 071 007. That is the WhatsApp line. And you can also call me up on that number, or just send a message on that number via SMS or on 07025 201 Hello? Hello? Please move away from your radio set when you are about to call in. Please move away from your radio set where you're about to call into the studios. Let me know what your take is. Do not forget that once you call me up, you're introducing yourself as an honorable of this house. You can always send SMS or just head to Facebook and drop your comment right there. There's Geoffrey P. Vincent on Facebook saying good morning to you too. How about you drop your comments regarding the conversation at hand? 07055 071 007, 07055 071 007, or 07025 201 007. This one is from, says Iechi, I hope I pronounced that correctly, from where it says, so that 200 million will be easy to move around. Okay. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from, Honorable?
I'm Abraham, calling from UI.
Your name is?
Abraham, calling from UI.
Okay, that is Honorable Abraham from UI. Good to have you this morning. Let's have your take.
Yes, well, the question I will ask is this. If we have a currency, at least at 10,000, 20,000, does that in any way, or will that in any way appreciate our Naira? I don't think, see, the situation we are facing with our own current predicament, it is not enough beating on either bringing a particular currency on table or whatever. The problem, because a time will cost, maybe $1 will be equal to that 10,000 naira. $1 will be equal to that 10,000 naira. So, what will be the fate of the masses, of the poor, of the average people now? The naira, according to history I mean, we were told that a naira at the time was equal to $1. Even at the time, a naira was even more than $1. But where is dollar? Why is 1,000 naira today? 1,000 naira, which happened to be our highest currency. Where is it today? So to me, seriously, it's not even what we should be discussing. There was a time they wanted to bring 5,000 naira as the highest currency. But the problem is that it really good room for some of these dubious and corrupt politicians to do people more, because they will do it in every way to equate $1 to that 20,000 naira. And what to be the fate? 1,000 naira will be useless. You will carry 10,000 naira to be as if you are taking nothing. You will use it to buy a pure water. A pure water will equal to 5,000 naira. So me, I don't say that is our solution. That's what we are even debating it now, because the House Assembly, they will be there. They will debate it because it's a profit to them, and they won't even want to pass it. So masses should not even give a rule for that, because it's just that we're giving them a free passport to putting us in more problem and to suck us more. Please, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Honorable Abraham. Have a great day ahead of you. 07025 201 007 07025 201 007 or 07055 071 007. You can also send messages if you're calling and you're not getting through. You can send messages. In fact, you can text via WhatsApp. The WhatsApp line is 07055 071 007 07055 071 007. That is the WhatsApp line. Okay, so you can send messages as SMS to that same number, or to 07025 201 007. If you're just tuning in, this is the People's Assembly on Melody Sunrise on Melody 100.7 FM. My name is Bolabad, and we are talking about the situation concerning our denomination in Nigeria, as some analysts and experts have advised the CBN to have or create a higher denomination. So they're proposing that we have a 10,000 naira note and a 20,000 naira note. What do you make of it? As they're actually also arguing that this will not lead to inflation, because our 1,000 naira notes, which is the highest denomination right now, is less than 60 cents. It's not even close to $1, right? So they're saying that our highest denomination, it is a shame. So if we have highest, a new highest, it will even be easy to carry money around for, for business people that are, carrying about. They have to carry big bags of money when, you can actually just, how would I say now, make it easier for them, the portability of the naira. So they're saying that I also used an instance of 1,000,000 naira to 1,000 naira. You would need, for 1,000 naira, you need about 1,000 pieces to get 1,000,000 naira. But for 10,000 naira, you need about, give or take, 100 pieces. And for the 20,000 naira note, you'll be needing about, say, 50 pieces. And you have 1,000,000 naira. See? That is it. So it's going to be portable for people to carry about the money. And they're saying that they are not saying print more. They're just saying have another highest, denomination. Let me know what your take is this morning. Hello, good morning, Honorable.
Hello, good morning. My name is Michael. I'm calling from Akubo.
All right, Honorable Michael from Akubo. Good to have you this morning. Let's have your take.
I'll keep saying it. This government lacks on what it takes to move this country forward. Because they was widening the tax net. They have widened all the whole tax net. It's building the effect on the people is very bad. Everything is costly, and now the thing is raising the domination to 10,000 or whatsoever. The fact is, that's not the problem. The problem we have in this economy is production. We lack production. We are just consuming. So when you check at the like the top countries with high economies, and you check their domination, US has the highest 100. No nation has a domination up to 1,000. I mean, like big nations who have.
Okay. Because I was going to raise you and say Rwanda used to.
Who?
I was going to raise you and say there are some African countries that used to have like over 1,000 naira notes. Over 1,000 their currency notes. But you said big countries, so I'm with you.
How's Rwanda better than Nigeria? They're almost the same place. That's not. I'm talking about like nations who are like.
I understand you. What I said was when you said big countries, then I was like, oh, okay, makes sense. Because there are some African countries that have like huge IS denomination. But you can go on with your thoughts, please.
I didn't get the last thing.
I said you can go on with your line of thoughts, please.
Okay, what I'm saying is like let's fix the economy, not the domination, not the raising of the. Let's fix the economy. Once you fix the economy, everything gets in place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Honorable Michael, for calling. Have a great day. All right. 07025 201 007. 07025 201 007 or 07055 071 007. 07055 071 007. Call me up or send messages. Let me know what your take is in this particular conversation that we're having. If you're just tuning in, we're talking about experts urging or proposing that the CBN issue higher naira denomination, as the 1,000 naira that we have as the highest right now is more or less like it doesn't have value anymore. They're saying that it is less than 60 cents when it is put on the international market. And let me just read it out to you. The Economic Review has advised the Central Bank of Nigeria to issue higher denomination naira notes, such as 10,000 naira and 20,000 naira, to restore the currency's portability and ease the rising cost of cash transactions. Now, the report observed that the naira's persistent depreciation has rendered the 1,000 naira note, which is the Nigeria's highest denomination, almost valueless in real purchasing terms. Now, it noticed that while 1,000 naira note was worth $7 back in the year 2005, right now it equals less than 60 cents, reflecting about 94% loss in value over 2 decades. Now, analysts then argued that higher value notes would not worsen inflation, as price increases are actually driven by production and demand factor, not currency denomination. So they explained that many countries issue higher value bills to maintain convenience after major currencies depreciation, not to trigger inflation. So the review highlighted that everyday transactions, especially in the informal sector, has become really cumbersome, as traders and rural dwellers must carry large amounts of cash for simple purchases. So it also stresses that the cost of printing, moving and securing existing lower value notes has actually become excessively high for the Apex Bank. So introducing the 10,000 naira note and 20,000 naira notes, or undertaking currency redomination, was described as a practical step to enhance transaction efficiency, cut operational expenses, and also align Nigeria's currency system with global standards. The analysts then maintain that this proposal does not mean printing more money, but it means that you have to just simply modernize the naira to match present economy realities and the steep decline in its purchasing power. So what do you make of the entire thing? Do you think that the CBN should have 10,000 naira notes printed, 20,000 naira notes printed for all of these reasons, or you are against it? You can call me up or send messages or just head to Facebook and drop your comments right there. It is Melody 100.7 FM on Facebook. Let me know what your take is this very morning, and I'll be here to take your comment. Hello, good morning, Honorable.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning,
Hello.
Honorable.
Yes, I called earlier. I'm calling back.
All right, what is your name?
Abraham.
Okay, Honorable Abraham, good to have you back.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Yes. Well, I think I got the bone of contention. The major argument is that for mobility, that's for mobility for daily transaction.
Yes.
Yes, the question I will ask is that will that in any way affect our economy? And the thing is that how did you actually got here? How did you get here to the system to the extent that Naira lost its total value, like nothing like Naira again? And we are talking about carrying money or the likes. I think there are other means, even for the daily transaction. There are other means. There's e-money and some other transaction that can be done online and the likes. So if our major contract is mobility, carrying the money for daily transaction and the likes, then on the long run, what will be the effect on the poor masses? What will be the effect on me and you? What will be the effect on others? And let us go even and trace the lineage or the background of people that are actually proposing it. They might not actually have a concern for average Nigerians. Because the situation will not in any way favor us. We have some people that get dollar that brought about. If you look at some factors that actually brought increment or they actually appraise they actually appreciate dollar in this country. There are some factors that actually led to it. We should go and trace its history. But the problem now is that are we tracing it back? Are we ready to solve the problem? To solve that problem of how we got here? Or we just want to compound more problem for ourselves? I said it earlier. I said the time will come. $1 will be equal to 10,000. Will be equal to 10,000 naira.
God forbid.
One time is coming. $1 will be equal to 20,000 naira.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. 07025201007. If you were what I called just now, please call me back. I lost that call. 07025201007. 07055071007. You can also send me messages via WhatsApp or via SMS. The WhatsApp line is 07055 071 07055 071 that is the WhatsApp line. You can either call that number, send messages via SMS, or text the number via WhatsApp. For SMS, you can also text 07025 201 007. Let me know what your take is concerning this particular conversation. If you're just tuning in, we're talking about the advice that was given the CBN by some experts that they should have higher denomination, talking about 10,000 naira notes and 20,000 naira notes to actually boost the portability of the naira notes, saying that for daily transactions, people have to carry bulk of a naira note just to perform simple transactions. And I'm here like, was it not the same country that they told us that we should be using cashless policy? Didn't we suffer for it like just 2 years ago? 07025 201 007 or 07055 071 007. Call me up or send messages. On Facebook, there's Kafa Rapture Adewale saying, the idea of 10,000 naira notes is nothing but greediness. Why is it that they are always in the eager to do something that will benefit them? Why can't they choose to do something to lessen the suffering of the masses? Okay, 070 55 071 007 or 07025 201 007 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. Those are the numbers to either call me up on or to send messages to me on. You can also send messages via WhatsApp on 07025 201 007. You can send messages on WhatsApp via, that is on 07055 071 007. That's the WhatsApp line. Or you can just head to Facebook and drop your comment on Facebook and let me know what your take is this morning. 07025 201 007. 07025 201 007 or 07055. Michael Ligo, all right, says, are these people trying to cause a hyperinflation in the economy? Did they not learn from Zimbabwe? You see the matter of Zimbabwe, 07025 201 007. We will handle it better. Don't worry. We will handle it better. 07025 201 007 or 07055 071 007. For those that don't know what is going on in Zimbabwe, Zimbabwe actually has one note, just one note, to the value of $100 trillion note. They actually have that note, just one. $100 trillion note. They also said they needed it to, boost the economy and the value of the currency on the international market and everything, and it's not even improving. A lot of people will say it's not even improving the economy, so to say. And this actually happened years and years ago. Until now, it's not like Zimbabwe is doing fantastic. They have $100 trillion note actually in Zimbabwe. 07025 201 007. That is why a lot of people are actually scared that is that the same thing that they want to happen in Nigeria. Do you think that is enough to scare us, or you think that we could just try it and be better than Zimbabwe or Rwanda that has 5,000 as their highest denomination? 07025 201 007. 07025 201 007. Call me up or send messages. Let me know what your take is this morning. All right, this one is from Olaoye from Agodi. Says it's either these experts are not intelligent or they are actually doing this intentionally just to crumble the economy of the nation. Wow. Okay. 07025 201 007. Thank you so much, Honorable Laoye, for that message. You can also send messages if you don't want to call in. Send messages if you think you're in a noisy area. You can, in fact, text via WhatsApp. The WhatsApp line is 07055 071 007, 07055 071 007, or 07025 201 007. You can call that last number, or just send messages via SMS 07025 201 007. So we'll wrap up the conversation in about a minute. And so if you want to call me or send messages, now is the time to do so. 07025 201 007, 07025 201 007, or 07055 071 007. Call me up or send messages. Let me know what your take is concerning the situation. 10,000 Naira note and 20,000 Naira note. That is the advice that has been proposed to the CBN. Do you think it is something that the CBN should follow through with? Or you feel like it's a no-no, it's going to ruin and wreck the economy? Now, they're saying for portability, they're saying that the highest denomination right now is more or less like in shambles, has no value anymore. So we should have a new highest denomination, as the new 1,000 Naira is less than 60 cents, not even close to $1. So what do you think? 07025 201 007 or 07055 071 007. 07025 201 007 or 07055 071 007. You can also head to Facebook. Drop your comment on Facebook. Let me know what your take is this morning concerning this particular conversation. 07025 201 007 or 07055 071 007. All right, this one is from Ray. You didn't say where you're texting from. Says, I beg you, this 1,000 naira note is causing trouble for change, not to talk about higher denomination. Because how am I supposed to buy biscuits and give them 20,000? Why are you thinking in that line? Why would you want to go and buy biscuits and give them 20,000 naira notes just because? Why do you want to do that? 07025 201 007 or 07055 071 007, 07025 201 007 or 07055 071 007. Time is 8:42. 9:42 rather, from the studios right now. Okay, so by 9:45 we'll be rolling over into Melody Surprise, where I get to call someone for you and celebrate the person on your behalf. So wherever it is you want to celebrate the person for, by all means, now is the time to send messages, just messages. All right, 07025 201 007 or 07055 071 007. What you're going to text me would be the person's name, their phone number, what you're celebrating them for, and also your own name, so I can tell them you sent me. 07025 201 007 or 07055 071 007. Send those messages now so we can kick off that part of the show by 9:45 in about 3 more minutes. In the meantime, back to the music. This one is Soft, Doing Money. Stick around, keep it locked.
Money where we got yo, you know go finish your problem. Soft the problem.
There's the records, baby.
Easy over time. Oh, she overload. The money where we got yo, you know go finish. Amen. Say the God when they bless us, oh, you know go finish. Amen. I'm on the motor when you buy yo, you know go kill you. Amen. I be the millions that you got yo, no go finish. Amen. Money no go kill it, person. Too much money no go kill it, person. Kill it, person. The girl no go kill it, person. Fudgy no go kill it, person. Too much money no go kill it, person. Kill it, person. Good life no go kill it, person. You Ferrari, new Bugatti, Porsche Cayenne, Olowo Body, Chanel, Oluwa, Chanel, Alo. Emi na fẹ́ lówó ní Billy Chanel, Oluwa, Chanel, Alo. Emi na fẹ́ Maserati, Chanel, Alo. Emi na ma ṣe dáadáa fún mami náà, Chanel, Alo. See ya, bounce on the dollars, money papa, you. Money no go kill a person. Too much money no go kill a person. Kill a person. The girl no go kill a person. Fudgy no go kill a person. Too much money no go kill a person. Kill a person. Good life no go kill a person.
Indo Mix.
Melody 100.7 FM. Stay cool with Melody.
Anywhere I go, I gotta leave. Even when there's no one believing. Even when I fall, I'm still leading. I'm still leading. God leads me. Anywhere I go, I gotta leave me. Even when there's no one believing. Even when I fail, I'm still leading. I'm still leading. Keep that fire, so the way no this sour. When we drop the bag, I'm out of kaku, beg and shower. Don't tell me you are sleeping in bed. But do any drop, could it mess with your head? So many stories untold. So many things with my guys, only there feed the code. I steady day on the road. And I'm a glory that still one try to recode. She may do me day. Give them different styles, you do me day. Chuku in day. Nobody fish to my side out.
Melody 100.7 FM. Stay cool with Melody.
Funayu, funayu, bang banga, ah banga, nazi ba banga, nazi ba funna, bang banga, ba banga, nazi ba banga, nazi ba funna.
DJ Maparisa, DJ Tunes, Whiskey Dalawanga, and Madumani are doing a Bagani. And of course, this has been Melody Sunrise on Melody 100.7 FM. I want to say a big thank you to every single person that actually, oh my goodness. All right, so you sent us, I'm just seeing this WhatsApp text. Sorry. Says, I want to celebrate someone who is having his birthday today. His name is Dele Adeyanju. I'm wishing him the very best as he's a year older. My prayers for him is that the grace of God will continue to speak for him, and there shall be lines falling in pleasant places for him, as in Psalm 16:6. Happy birthday to Dele Adeyanju from Rapture Kafara Diwali. Thank you. So sorry I can't put the call through. I'm just seeing the message. I am so sorry about that. Okay, this one also came in, says, I don't understand. I'm sure it's coming from these politicians that want to launder more money. Okay, you didn't put your name or where you're texting from, but thank you as well, for contributing to the show. Like I always do say, follow us across all socials at Melody 100.7 FM. Melody 100.7 FM across all social media platforms. But for me, it is at Bolabad across all socials. That is BOLABAD across all social media platforms. And God bless you. God bless Nigeria. Melody Sunrise returns on Monday. God keep us. And it's going to be a new month. So happy new month in advance to you and yours. Have a great day. Stay blessed. God bless you and God bless Nigeria. 5 ODML feels doing shake. I mean, it's Friday. Let's go shake it off.
I like the way you shake that.